Welcome back to USA Car Reviews, where we bring you some of the most iconic and unforgettable vehicles from automotive history. Today, we're stepping back in time to 1952, to take a closer look at one of Britain's most beloved cars, the Morris Minor. This little car has been described as practical, stylish for its time, and perhaps most importantly, a vehicle that made motoring accessible to the everyday person. While many American cars of the early 50s were known for being big, bold, and powerful, the Morris Minor represented the other side of the spectrum: small, simple, and efficient, yet incredibly charming in its own right. The Morris Minor first appeared in 1948, but by 1952 it had already become a household name across the UK and was making its way to global markets. It was designed by Alec Issigonis, the same brilliant mind who would later give the world the Mini. His vision was to create a small family car that was affordable, easy to maintain, and capable of handling narrow British roads. By 1952, the car had evolved into what many enthusiasts call the Series 2 model. The most significant update that year was under the hood, where the original side valve engine was replaced with a more modern 803cc overhead valve engine, giving the Minor a little more power and refinement. It wasn't a performance car by any stretch of the imagination, but it was reliable, durable, and economical, all traits that made it a success. From the outside, the 1952 Morris Minor carries a style that is instantly recognizable. The rounded fenders, the cheerful front grille, and the overall compact proportions make it one of the friendliest looking cars of the era. Unlike the massive chrome-heavy designs coming out of Detroit, the Morris Minor kept things simple and understated, but it still had a certain elegance to it. The car was available in a few different body styles, including the two-door saloon, the four-door saloon, the convertible, and later the Traveler Estate with its signature wooden framing. Each version brought its own unique character, and that versatility helped the Minor appeal to a wide range of buyers. Step inside the cabin of the 1952 Minor and you'll find a very minimalist interior. The dashboard was straightforward with simple gauges and controls, everything laid out for practicality rather than luxury. Seating was basic, but the cabin was surprisingly roomy given the car's small exterior dimensions. That clever use of space was one of Issigonis's design strengths, and it made the Morris Minor feel more accommodating than many of its competitors. While it didn't offer the plush materials or flashy trim of American cars from the same period, it did deliver on comfort for everyday driving. Driving the 1952 Morris Minor is a unique experience. With its lightweight body and small engine, it wasn't about speed but about usability. The handling was nimble, the ride was smooth enough for the era, and the car quickly gained a reputation as being fun to drive. It could cruise at modest speeds with ease, and because of its simplicity, it was also easy to repair and maintain, which made it particularly attractive to budget-conscious families. What makes the Morris Minor especially significant is its cultural impact. It was the first British car to sell over 1 million units, a milestone that reflected just how important it was in post-war Britain. For many families, this was their very first car, a ticket to mobility and freedom. Even today, the Morris Minor has a strong following among enthusiasts and collectors, with many still lovingly restored and driven on the road. The 1952 Morris Minor may not have had the horsepower or the flashy styling of its American contemporaries, but what it lacked in those areas, it more than made up for with charm, practicality, and historical importance. It was a car designed for the people, built to last, and it has earned its place as one of the most iconic small cars in automotive history. Here at USA Car Reviews, we love highlighting vehicles like this because they remind us that cars are more than just machines, they're part of our collective story. Thanks for joining us on this journey back to 1952 in the wonderful Morris Minor. If you enjoyed this look into automotive history, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more classic car reviews from USA Car Reviews.